score in the first quarter. They go on a 16-0 run. Just what did you see in that run that they were doing that kind of made things difficult for you?
Yeah, just their movement. We had some good looks there that we just didn't capitalize on, and they took advantage of some of the, miscues defensively, and they went on that run. We just didn't close quarters well this afternoon. But we had some good looks. Again, the transition defense, we got to be better. We're crashing, or we're stuck in between crashing and not crashing. So we have to be better in that transition game.
How do you clean up some of those turnovers? I know you guys had 18 tonight.
Yeah, this group has been known to take care of the ball, and this afternoon we just didn't do that. We got to be better with that. Going into the next game, we have to be better at taking care of the ball.
When Steph Curry is getting it going like that tonight, Jason, how difficult is it to slow down this team?
Well, he's one of the best players in the world, and he got going this afternoon behind the arc and also getting to the basket. But I thought early on we were doing a good job, but once you relax on him, he's going to get the better of you, and he did that this afternoon.
Jason, what about how much of a difference has Jimmy Butler made since he's come to the team as far as just changing the whole dynamic for the Warriors?
Yeah, I think they're playing extremely well. Butler brings that championship mentality. He's physical. He's a guy that they can post. He can play on the perimeter, and then also his ability to pass. And so it's a big pickup for them.
What did the Warriors do differently this afternoon than the team you faced right before the break?
Yeah, this was, we just played them. And so they came out aggressive, and they hit us, and we just never could recover from that.
Cool. Thanks. Do you attribute those to when it comes to how they were playing you?
I mean, it was uncharacteristic. For us, we do a fairly good job taking care of the basketball. A few rotations on their end the Warriors were making put us in some tough spots, and you got to give them credit. They were pressuring the basketball, picking us up above the three-point line, forcing me into double teams, triple teams, and just making other guys make shots. And when you're trying to make plays, sometimes turnovers are going to happen, but we got to take care of the ball, especially when we're on their home floor. First road game after All-Star break.
Yeah, and this team is now 5-1 after getting Jimmy Butler. Obviously, you faced him twice. How does he make this team different than what they were before?
There's just like calmness or like a poise that they have, and then also they could run a lot of offense, using him as a decoy while also utilizing his skill set, which is post-ups, mid-range, and screening, and just being a pest out there, man, on both ends of the floor. And then, he does all the little things for him, covers a lot of their mistakes. A lot of their defensive identity comes from him. Obviously, Draymond's part of that, but adding Jimmy to the fold covers up a lot of your defensive liabilities.
Obviously, it's going to be a unique situation next game. Do you have a feel for what you guys are walking into in LA with seeing Luka for the first time since the trade and all that kind of thing?
You said, do we have a feel for it?
What are you anticipating in terms of kind of atmosphere or the feel of that game?
High level basketball game. A lot of good players on the floor at once. Outside of just the obvious of us being in LA and being a former team, of Luka's, obviously the narrative's already written. I don't know what else I could really add to that. I'm pretty much focused and telling my guys just to focus on the high level game that we got to win. I would love to get into the motions after the game with you, but before the game, it's just about having fun and making sure that we lock in and have a deep focus. They're going to come in, and be ready to play against us. Luka's obviously going to have a lot of confidence. That game, he played well last game, so he's feeling good, and we just got to be aware of it. Yes.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Come later in the season, I think they're a good team. They have a lot of pieces to be really well in the postseason, so we'll just see.
When you plus your game like this, say on to the next game. The next game is Luka. What are your thoughts on that game?
It's going to be a great game. I'm excited, and I think everybody's excited to go out there and play against them for the first time. Obviously, I haven't seen them since the trade, so I think it's going to be a big game for us, and everybody's excited.
You got to put the night up a couple times in wins this season. I guess is this just kind of how it works that it's going to come back at you?
Yeah.
You guys lose one?
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they deserve to do it tonight, so credit to them. But like I said, we just go to the next one and just figure it out from there.
You know Luka as far as he looks for reasons to get fired up. I don't think he's going to look real hard on Tuesday. What do you expect from him in terms of kind of a competitive mindset?
I expect him to bring his A game, knowing just the player he is, the mentality he brings to the game. I know he's going to be ready to as soon as we get out there, but obviously we can't wait to compete against him. We miss him, but at the end of the day, he's our brother, and obviously we're always going to love him, but just got to go out there and compete against him.
Have you gotten a chance to communicate with him at all, or is it just a thing where you kind of just give him some space while this stuff sorts out?
Oh, no, yeah. I mean, he reached out once my son was born, and I talked to him a little bit. But, yeah, not outside of that. But, yeah.
I anticipate he'll likely be one of the primary defenders. Does it help because you know his game so well?
I mean, yeah, but at the end of the day, it's Luka. I mean, we know how good he is. Everybody knows how good he is. And it's tough to contain, tough to slow down. But at the end of the day, we just have to go out there, give it our best shot, and hopefully we come out with a W. Thank you, guys.